All right, it's the morning of August 6th, about 7:45. Been dropped off back at Highway 42 where I got off with Sherlock and Popsicle. I'm gonna hike north to the pickup point. I'm just gonna slack pack. I've got about maybe 11 pounds in my pack. But of course, starting off with rain, just came through this field right across the street from where, and that's probably the fields we hiked a couple days ago, 3 days ago. So entering the tree line now and onward about 11 and a half miles today. Then I'll get picked up 7, 8, or 8 hours from now. And not even a mile in, at 8/10 of a mile, I saw this creek and said, please don't cross that, please don't cross that. And I'm happy to report, I don't. I crossed this. And the trail picks right back up, right on that boulder. So I'm assuming it goes over there somewhere. Yep, there it goes. Alrighty, onward. After a mile, I had to stop and take off my rain jacket. I was sweating more than getting more wet than I would, well, than I will with the rain. Regardless, that's the way I'm heading. That's where I just came from. So I got the rain jacket off, got my kilt on. I'm gonna leave that on because it's comfortable. Lets a lot of air in. And get some water and on we go. 10 more miles. This is the Kiefer Oak, said to be over 300 years old. Look at that thing. Look at these branches turned into roots. Wow. See if I can get he's bigger than most trees at the very top. Wow. Kiefer Oak. I can read more about that guy. Right after the Kiefer Oak, I'm in a pasture. I surprised that one. Good morning, guys. Just passing through. Enjoy the rain. All right. Okay. Just came around this pasture, around that tree. That girl never moved, along with the rest of them. But a very common way to keep the little, I don't know, shoots, I guess. But they're covered with sticker bushes on the bottoms, so I gotta watch them. Anyway, just a little bit like, a little bit of what it's like hiking through some of these farmers' pastures. Here we go. 1,400 feet, 1,450 in elevation gain for the first 2.5 miles. Yeah, most of that concentrated in the last mile, it felt like. Anyway, I think I'm at the top. Looks like I was on a ridge, or I'm on a ridge now. I can kind of see off my left and my right. Hopefully this is it. Still raining, of course. Ah, beautiful. This kilt is doing awesome. I'm confident. My pants are totally dry and underwear underneath it. So that's nice. On a nice, smooth, level trail right now. Getting my heart rate down. I just controlled my heart rate with my breath, and the ascent was hard, but pretty steady. Onward. Well, good. I'm at, I think 3.25 miles or so. Making good time, averaging 2 miles an hour. A good, I think, some information, story to add to my book. Heading into this hike, you know, before leaving Georgia, and then during the day yesterday and before coming out today, I was experiencing some mild anxiety just getting back on the trail, and, you know, the conditions, how I feel, my knees, you know, the trail I'm going to be on, the steepness. It's great right now, though. You know, just a little queasy stomach. That was really the extent of it. So when I'm back on the trail, you know, I love it. And what I think, that inner voice that's been running our lives, it may go dormant. I don't know if it ever goes dormant. It never goes away. It's always there lurking in the background. And then a little bit of anxiety is like giving you a get out of jail free card to start that inner voice saying, trying to rationalize or justify why you should go home. your knees hurt. It's going to be raining. Gail needs you. Any number of reasons. And it takes a strong growth mindset to kind of parry those. Oh, back under this, make sure I didn't miss anything. And look back under these power lines. Oh yeah, there's a mark up there on the power line itself. So anyway, it's good to be aware of it, and I was, and that's what allowed me to, everything comes back to awareness. Hell, I should call the book that. It's all about awareness, and being able to identify when this voice is speaking up and trying to lead your decision making. Maybe not always in the best way or best path. Well, if there's no fog, this would be a pretty view. And let's see if I can figure out where the trail goes. I see the marker over there. Just gotta find it. Let's see here. I think it's up here. Yep, I guess that's it. With all the rain they've had in Virginia, that's what the trail looks like sometimes. These bushes and sticker bushes, a lot of those are sticker bushes, so I got to go through with both poles held out to push them away from me. My arms got really beat up the first day. Anyway, just to show you, it's very green out here, and this stuff's growing fast. But I can just see the trail on the other side, and there's a blaze on the tree right behind me. Well, 4 miles in, and I don't know who built it or why, but I wouldn't even want to get close and try to put another rock up there. It could all tumble over on me. Pretty big. But onward we go. Still raining. One little story. Earlier I was walking through some tall grass, and I saw this white fluffy thing bouncing along the top of the grass. Like, what the hell is that? Didn't realize it was the tail of a white-tailed deer. It was up because it was running from me. But I never saw any of the deer. I just saw its tail bouncing up and down. It's kind of funny. Sorry I didn't have my camera out at the time. Should be coming up on a shelter pretty soon. I'm just going to stop and get something to eat and drink some more water when I get there. Turn this thing off. Actually, I passed a lot of these things. There's 3 in a row, 4 in a row, 5. One on my left. The other one on my right. Some type of property boundary at one time. Or just clearing stones and piling them up. That's convenient. I don't know. But I do know there's a shelter in about 1/10 of a mile. So I'm going to take a break there. All right, the Sarver shelter is 4/10 of a mile down the side trail. I'm not about to do that. So I'm just going to take a few minutes, get a snack, drink some more water, continue on my way. All right, here's the trail. I guess not too bad. Just don't get your ankle caught in there somewhere and keep going. All right, this is getting a little ridiculous. Here's the trail. It goes through there, but between spiders and ticks and sticker bushes, it's like an obstacle course. So anyway, there's a lot of overgrowth, obviously. And that was just a minute ago hiking, and I heard the sound when a hollow log is stepped on one end and comes down. Didn't like it, but don't see anything back there. Well, I'm sure this is a beautiful view any other day, but still foggy, rainy, I'm soaking wet. Well, my shorts aren't, but my, see, everything else is wet. I know this would be an incredible view. It was clear. Walking on both slick boulders, so I just gotta be cautious. Must be a beautiful valley down there and some mountains across the way. Trail comes right across there and up here somewhere. All right, I don't know if I'm through or not, but it's been at least 100, maybe 200 yards of these boulders at an angle, and they're slippery as crap. I made it so far. You know, you can see the blaze over there climbing up on those guys. Oh boy. Okay, this has been interesting, very slow now. And there was a beagle on the track, or the trail, and looked like he was having some stomach issues because he kept stopping to poop, but he wanted to stay ahead of me. He kept looking back and kept going. So I guess he's another hunting dog being trained somewhere. Here goes. Man, this is hard. It's very slow, because trying not to freaking slip and fall. I can't tell how much more I have to go, but hopefully this doesn't look bad right here. It's been interesting. It's one of those after it's all over, I'll be glad I did it. Just gotta get through it. Yay, I'm through, for now at least. I'm glad I have these Vibram soles on my Ultra Olympus shoes. I'm sure they helped, because those things were slippery. Man, I am so freaking happy to be done. I hope I'm done, but it seems like I am with that part of the trail. It still went on for a little while. Rain's picked up. That was the only time I can think that would have been more dangerous, was if it was snow and ice out here. Then I don't even know if they'd be passable. I guess with campons, maybe. Anyway, that was interesting. Wasn't strenuous. It was just slow and methodical and not safe. Alrighty. Well, anyway, as you can see, it's raining harder. Put this phone away. All right, 9 3/4 miles in. Finally, it's letting up a little bit. I can see beyond a couple trees. There's a hill over there. It's probably one I came down off of. And there's a valley way across the way. See the outline of some mountains. So I'm near the shelter, and I'll call. I've been 5 hours and 15 minutes so far, and I'll call the hostel and hike down the last 1.3 miles. All right, I'm at the Naday guest shelter. This is where Mr. Freeze said to call him. There was cell service, and it's about 1.3 miles from the road he's picked me up at. But there's no cell service, so the Apple satellite to the rescue again. I couldn't text Donna because I guess she didn't have an Apple phone. I texted Gail with instructions to call her and what to say. Gail talked to her and let me know, and he is going to be on his way in a moment. So I'm going to start down. It's probably it's 1.3 miles. Probably going to log downhill, so I'm guessing 45 minutes to get down there. Hopefully he'll be there shortly after. Anyway, long, difficult hike, and I'll just take my time getting down.